Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. We are continuing on with the 2018 album from 21 Pilots called Trench. This is track number 7, titled Neon Gravestones. We're going to give it a listen, make a few comments along the way. You'll have a chance to click into a second video called The Second Course, where we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. And if you're interested in some dessert, you can head over to Patreon. We've got tons of extra content coming out. And as of filming this, we're starting to drop the music videos from Trench. It's just $5. Gives you access to everything we have going on, including live streams. So let's get in and listen to this. Neon Gravestones, probably one of the coolest track titles. Let's see what's going on with the song.
My problem, well, I want you to follow me down to the bottom, underneath the insane asylum. Keep your wits about you while you got them, cause your wits are first to go while you're problem solving. And my problem, we glorify those even more when they... My opinion, our culture can treat a loss like it's a win, and right before we turn on them, we give them the highest of praise and hang the banner from a ceiling. Communicating further, engraving an earlier grave is an optional way. No. Neon gravestones try to call. Neon gravestones try to call for my bones. Call.
Oh, okay. So is he treating gravestones kind of like a neon sign? Because obviously a neon sign would be, trying to catch your attention. Enter here, see this, whatever it is. If you want to draw attention to something, put it in neon, right? So it sounds like that's kind of this, and obviously we'll get into the second course what all is going on there, but at least the premise of neon gravestones trying to call, it's like bidding him.
My problem, don't get it twisted. It's with the people we praise who may have assisted. I could use the streams and extra conversations. I could give up and boost up my reputation. I could go out with a bang. They would know my name. They would host and post a celebration. My opinion will not be lenient. My opinion, it's real convenient. Our words are loud, but now I'm talking action.
Tyler is such a master at capturing certain emotions based on not only how he sings, which is why I love a lot of the live versions where he just changes things up based upon, I guess, how he's feeling, what the moment calls for, areas in studio versions where he doesn't scream, but in live versions that he does. But even in here, it's such a subdued but then he's just slowly ramping up kind of the intensity and the meaning of his message. It's really interesting to listen to.
They would host and post a celebration. My opinion will not be lenient. My opinion, it's real convenient. Our words are loud, but now I'm talking action. We don't get enough love, well, they get a fraction. They say, how could he go if he's got everything? I'll mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a king. Neon gravestones try to call.
Wow. I'll mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a thing. How could he go if he's got everything? To me, it kind of sounds like, and knowing obviously some of the things that Tyler talks about in his other music, is maybe this calling toward death, maybe even self-harm, and this question of like, how could these people who seem to have everything still feel or deal with these issues or these problems? Like they don't know what real problems are. And granted, there's a conversation for feeling certain ways or complaining when you have more. But the reality is every person, and a lot of times it is the people that seem most successful that are probably haunted by these feelings, because they can also be the most empty. And so it seems to me like the song's kind of speaking to this idea of, and again, I'll mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a king. Like, get over it. You've got everything, while still recognizing, like, no, we all still have things that we feel and deal with. And sometimes you can't even put a reason behind it. There's just can be a darkness that comes across you that can be hard to escape.
Go if he's got everything. I'll mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a king. He on gravestones try to call.
Such a cool premise.
He on gravestones try to call for my bones. Call. Promise me this. If I lose to myself, you won't mourn a day, and you move on to someone else. Promise me this. If I lose to myself, you won't mourn a day, and you move on to someone else.
And that's his pushback.
But they won't get him. Don't get me wrong, the rise in awareness is beating a stigma that no longer scares us. But for sake of discussion and spirit of fairness, could we give this some room for a new point of view? And could it be true that some could be tempted to use this mistake as a form of aggression, a form of succession, a form of a weapon, thinking I'll teach them? Well, I'm refusing the lesson. It won't resonate in our minds. I'm not disrespecting what was left behind, just pleading that it does not get glorified. Maybe we swap out what it is that we hold so high. Find your grandparents or someone of age. Pay some respects for the path that they paved, to life they were dedicated. Now that should be celebrated.
Ooh, buddy. Probably one of the most pointed songs from 21 Pilots, especially on this record. Man. Well, and a lot of times Tyler, he does such a good job with word pictures and, gives you a lot to think about. But even in the closing lines of the song, he really lays it out very plain what he's speaking to. There's still a lot of things that I'm interested in kind of going back and looking at a little bit deeper. So if you want to do that, you can click here into the second course where we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. Let me know your thoughts on this song. Again, the song still carries just that really, that cool kind of low vibe that's throughout this album. What a beautiful song, though. Thanks for being with me for this one. I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.